Hello, friends. Just wanted to. I'm gonna try to keep this short and not be all wild and all over the place like sometimes I can get. Um, but this video is about. Well, I called it a moment of connection uh, because this past week I was a part of, or I did a group meditation with a group of, I think it was like around 10 people. Some I knew, some I didn't know. And I just met for the first time. And we did a group meditation. It wasn't guided. Um, music, they played music and they told us just meditate. And there was no influence. It wasn't in person, it was all virtual. And so I bring this up because, I bring up that part that there was no guidance, no influence, no suggestions, and it wasn't in person. It was all virtual because I found it interesting that a group of 10 people could sit together, um, meditate, and have in some way find, or not in some way find, but have a link or connection in their meditation. So we meditated, and then afterwards you know, um, people would say, what they experienced or what they saw or what they heard or felt. And the thing that kind of just blew my mind was that, um, because there was no suggestion or guidance, like it wasn't a guided meditation, it was just music plays, you go out, and then at the end of 30 minutes it stops, and then we come together. Um, but how a group of 10 people, and some you don't even know, have a version of the same meditation, or in some way it links to another person's um, meditation. So um, I sat with this for a few days and I still don't get it. I thought it was a really cool experience. Um, it made me contemplate a lot and think a lot, or ponder and try to figure stuff out. So, I always come to YouTube when I really don't have an answer or understanding about things. But yeah, it was, then also this is on still off the heel, or on the heels of Kevin's um, healing event, for lack of a better word, um, that he did last Sunday, or he put together, and then Terry Rayner, who did an amazing job of like hosting it, and then that was with JJ and Debbie Freebird, and how we all came together and meditated, and it was the inspiration was for something that you wanted to heal, and Kevin had like those 5 questions. And the reason why I bring that up also is, or I mentioned that it's on the heels of this, is because for some reason I feel like that was like page one of a new chapter. It felt like that was the doorway to a new room uh in the house that's being built. It was it was a very profound experience, I think, for not just for me, but I know for a lot of other people that attended the event. Um so yeah, it feels like that event that Kevin put together was um was a kickstart into something, like maybe a transformation or an evolution. Like it took that event helped propel. Well, I'll just speak for myself. Like get me one step forward along in my process of evolution, or just another step down the journey. um and so, a few days later, I do this meditation, and it was a great experience, and I'm now left with more questions than answers, of trying to, like, understand how it's possible that 10 people that that could sit together virtually have a shared experience without any guidance, or maybe not a shared experience, but like a linked, or a connected experience without any influence or guidance or suggestions, especially and it's virtual. I feel like, sometimes if you're in person, a lot of people who are intuitive or sensitive or whatever, you can pick up on the energy of maybe the collective group, or of the energy of the room, or just people that are close to you. But virtually, uh that could be a little bit different. More so, like, you could pick up on individuals maybe that you're closer to, or you feel closer to, or maybe that you're of like the same like mindset or something like that. But in this case, it was a good mix of some people that I know and seen before, um, and then there was other people that I was meeting for the first time, but yet, like, our experiences were connected in some way, and I thought that was amazing. Um, but I still haven't yet to. I still have not been able to understand how this is possible, um, or just get an understanding of what is happening at that moment. You know, I understand, like, yeah, maybe how this is possible is not like the right terminology, because there's a lot of things that are unexplained, that I just, I'm okay with it not understanding how things work. But this one, I do want to understand how this works, and how the connection was made, especially with people that you don't even know or have met for the first time. Um, and there's no, like, suggestion or influence and stuff like that. It did make me think of I remember I was on Fogopogo's, I think it was her first video that she did, and she made a comment one time about, I think it was about understanding. She's one of the people that can understand or have an idea of JJ's light language. I feel like I'm another person. Like, I I know what JJ's gonna say, or is, like, talking about when she speaks her light language, and but I never understood why. Um, because I know, like, her light language is, specific to her and stuff like that. But how is it that, you know I see a frog before she says there's a frog, when she's speaking her light language and stuff like that. And so the Fogo Pogo was like, oh yeah, I think she said something about frequency, like, I match the frequency of the language, and so I can understand it. And so it was the only thing that I could think of that applied to this moment of connection that I was um, talking about, is like, maybe at some like level or something, when we came together in that moment, we're all of the same frequency. And so that's why we could have something that's shared, or have a moment that's shared, and we have, like, connection, um, regardless of the lack of connection between certain people in the group. Because, like I said, there were some people that I've just met for the very first time. Um, but if any of you guys have, um, like, better knowledge or experience with something like this, if you could put it in the comments, that'd be really awesome. Just to help me understand, like, um, what was going on. Um, to see, like, I feel like it was an amazing experience, and I would like to be able to understand it so much, like, if it's possible, like, or how it's possible to like recreate it, because it feels like that's a doorway into other things. So like if we could all have, just a random experience where we're all connected on something. What if we were guided, or there was a focus that could be more profound to maybe the group or a larger group outside, like, so, if I could apply that um scenario to like a healing event, right, where um instead of 10 people coming together to have a random experience, what if it was more focused, because we're all able to connect or be on the same frequency, if that's the right way to look at what happened. That'd be an amazing experience or opportunity to share amongst a group, or with, um, something that could benefit a large amount of people. But yeah, if you can, please, if you have any thoughts, or for a fact, like, this is what happened and this is how it's attainable, then please, if you could share it in the comments, that'd be super awesome. Um, Happy Mother's Day to everybody. This is uh, on Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, um, and Mother Earth. Happy day to you. See you guys on the next one.